It's a late summer evening in Stockholm, and the city hums with anticipation. The sun is still lingering low in the sky. This far north, August light stretches into the night like it refuses to leave. Streets are alive with the shuffle of sneakers, the glint of tour merch, and the sound of conversations in dozens of languages. From Gamla Stan's cobbled alleys to Sodermalm's modern cafes, everyone seems to know the same thing. Tonight, Kendrick Lamar and SZA are about to turn Sweden's capital into the epicenter of the hip-hop world. Welcome to celebrity rap life, where the red carpets never roll up and the spotlight never fades. The rewards are legendary. Because in celebrity rap life, every downfall can become a comeback, and every headline tells a deeper story. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a second of what's coming next. This is August 9th, 2025. The 3 Arena, still called Tele2 Arena by some locals, is about to host one of the most highly anticipated stops on the Grand National Tour. Doors open as the summer air cools, and by 7 p.m., the venue's vast, dome-like roof will shelter tens of thousands of voices singing, rapping, and shouting in unison. This isn't just another concert on a tour schedule. It's a night that's been marked, circled, and counted down on calendars for months. Kendrick Lamar, the Compton storyteller who turned Pulitzer-winning lyricism into a global force, is arriving at this stage deep into a tour that's already redefined live performance. Every city so far has been a case study in intensity. Precision-crafted set lists, visuals that feel like cinema, and crowd energy that swings from reflective silence to volcanic eruptions. SZA, his co-headliner and longtime collaborator, brings her own gravity to the stage, melding emotional vulnerability with a vocal presence that cuts through the air like it was made for arenas. Together, they're a combination that feels unstoppable. The Stockholm stop is special for more than just its place in the tour. Sweden's relationship with hip-hop has been steadily growing for decades, and Kendrick's influence here is undeniable. His previous shows in Scandinavia, whether in Oslo, Copenhagen, or earlier Swedish dates, left crowds talking for years afterward. Fans still remember the electricity of All Right echoing through Nordic summer air, or the way Love felt like a personal confession shared with thousands. This time, though, there's a sense that the stakes are even higher. Part of that is the timing. The Grand National Tour is coming after a whirlwind period in Kendrick's career, a string of chart-topping singles, a Super Bowl halftime performance that sparked cultural debate worldwide, and his very public lyrical battles that dominated headlines earlier in the year. In many ways, this tour feels like both a victory lap and a challenge, an artist asking the audience to meet him where he is now, not just where they first fell in love with his music. By late afternoon, the area around the arena is already alive. Vendors set up stands selling everything from unofficial tour shirts to classic Swedish snacks. The train station nearby becomes a steady stream of excited fans, some wearing GNX merch from other cities, others showing up in streetwear sharp enough to rival the artists on stage. You can hear fragments of conversation drifting in, speculation about the set list, memories of past shows, guesses about surprise guest appearances. The closer it gets to showtime, the more it feels like the entire city is leaning toward one building. Inside, the 3 Arena is a marvel of design, capable of holding over 30,000 people for concerts, with a stage setup that seems to stretch out into infinity. The crew works with almost military precision, setting the massive LED panels and stage extensions that have become a signature of the Grand National Tour. Screens loop abstract visuals while the sound engineers test the bass that will soon rattle every rib in the building. The lights dim sharply at 7 p.m., and the crowd's roar is instant, primal. But it's not Kendrick yet. The warm-up energy belongs to DJ Mustard, whose opening set has become a fan favorite across tour stops. His selections bounce between West Coast classics, modern trap anthems, and clever nods to Scandinavian artists. It's part party, part pre-game ritual, and it has the entire arena moving before the headliners even appear. Then comes the moment. The arena plunges into near darkness except for a single beam of light hitting the center of the stage. A deep bass pulse starts slow and steady, like a heartbeat, and the outline of Kendrick Lamar emerges. The crowd's energy shifts from anticipation to eruption. He wastes no time, launching into N95 with surgical precision, his flow weaving between aggressive declarations and razor-sharp pauses. The first few songs are a statement. This will not be a laid-back night. SZA joins later in the set, walking onto the stage with a presence that's both effortless and commanding. Her opening notes of Love Galore cut clean through the noise, and the crowd sings nearly every line back to her. There's an unspoken chemistry between her and Kendrick. It's not just the years of collaborations, but a shared understanding of how to control a room of thousands without ever raising their voices unnecessarily. The set list in Stockholm feels like it was built to satisfy both die-hard fans and casual listeners. For every high-energy track like DNA or Humble, there's a moment of reflection in songs like Mother I Sober or Broken Clocks. The visuals match the emotional arc, at times abstract and dreamlike, at others raw and literal, pulling imagery from both their past work and the cultural landscapes that inspired it. One of the night's peak moments comes with Not Like Us. The crowd response is so loud it threatens to drown out the beat. The song's recent history, tied to Kendrick's public feud earlier in the year, gives it a charged atmosphere. Every line feels doubled in volume by thousands of voices, and the energy in the room hits a level that's part celebration, part release. SZA's solo segment offers a different kind of intensity. When she performs Kill Bill, the staging turns cinematic, with stylized visuals that nod to the Tarantino inspiration without ever feeling like imitation. During Good Days, she moves to the edge of the stage, singing directly to fans in the front rows, and you can see the emotional impact on faces lit by the glow of hundreds of phones recording every second. Kendrick's later solo run digs deep into his discography. King Kunta sends ripples through the crowd, with the call and response sections amplified by thousands. All Right turns into a unifying chant that transcends language barriers, an affirmation that hits just as hard in Sweden as it does anywhere else in the world. Between songs, Kendrick speaks briefly, thanking the Stockholm crowd for their energy and for embracing the culture and stories he carries from Compton. The encore seals the night's legacy. Kendrick and SZA return together for All the Stars, a track that feels tailor-made for the cinematic ending of a show like this. Confetti rains down, the LED panels explode with color, and the crowd's final cheers carry long after the lights come up. Walking out of the arena, you can feel the collective afterglow. Strangers trade reactions, fans compare favorite moments, and some linger just outside, unwilling to let the night end. The city streets feel different now, charged with the residue of thousands of people sharing the same space, the same music, and the same emotional high. For Stockholm, August 9, 2025, will be remembered not just as a date on a tour poster, but as the night Kendrick Lamar and SZA took over the 3 Arena and left it vibrating with sound, light, and history. And for those who were there, it's a story that will be told again and again, because you don't just watch artists at this level, you experience them, and that experience stays with you long after the music fades. This story is far from over, and the truth is still unfolding. I want to hear what you think. Drop your take in the comments. And if you don't want to miss the next twist, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a second of what's coming next.